All right, so we're going to go over the angle side angle theorem or congruency postulate today. This one is 5.2a. 5.2a. And let me move this. I'm trying to get the glare out of there. All right, so this is 5.2a, and this is the angle side angle congruency postulate. Right? And this states, and hopefully by the end of the day, you'll be able to identify two triangles are congruent if you, using the angle side angle postulate, or be able to draft a congruent triangle knowing only an angle side and angle postulate. Right? So the angle side angle postulate says that if I have an angle, let's say I have two angles and a side, and the side in between, the side between the two angles, the two angles of a triangle, if two angles and the side between the two angles of a triangle are congruent to two angles and the side between those angles, angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent, right? So what that looks like is, say I have this triangle here, right, and I have this angle and this angle, right, this angle here and this angle here, and I have this triangle here, and it has this angle, and this side, and that side. These two angles and the side in between the two angles are the same as this angle. The measures are the same as these two angles, and the length of this side and the length of this side are the same measure. Then these two angles are congruent. That's what this means, right? So let me demonstrate that to you by making two congruent triangles. And I'll just, like I normally do, just draw a random triangle here. My first one will be blue. I'll make a blue triangle. I'll make the side, a length, and I'll make a random angle. And then get long enough so and then I'll make another isosceles, make it a little longer, and then bring that in a little bit. Okay, so that's my triangle. Okay, and then I'm gonna say that I'm gonna figure out what this angle is. I'm gonna figure out what this angle is, and I'm gonna use this side. Okay, I'm going to use these measures to duplicate this triangle. Okay, so I know. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my measurements. Well, I guess the first thing I'm going to do is label this thing. I'll call this one A, B, and C, and therefore label this triangle A, B, C. This is triangle A, B, C. Triangle A, B, C. Okay, so I need to know angle A. I need to know angle A. I need to know angle B. And I need to know length AB. So that's what I need to know. Let me move the C down here. Okay, that's what I need to know. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the length of angle AB real quick, and I'll discard my ruler. Right, so the length of AB, I'm going exterior here. My exterior length of AB is 11.4. 11.4, I'm just going to call them units, but they're centimeters. Okay, my measure of angle A. Measure of angle A here is, I'm using the outside. Okay, my measure of angle A is 85 degrees. My measure of angle B, using the outside, it's going to be a very obtuse angle. Measure of angle B here is looks like about 28. About 28. All right. Okay. So let me go ahead and duplicate that. All right. So I have a use red, and I'm going to make a 11.4 inch long line. And then from there, I'm going to make my angle of was the outside angle, and it branched off at 85 degrees from here. About 85 degrees. I'm just going to make a dotted line, because I don't know how long that's going to extend. Okay, and then this one was 30 or 28 degrees. So I'm going to take this again. I'm going to go 28 degrees from here. I'm going to pivot from this one. Just made it 28. 28. It was about right here. 28. About like that. I'm going to take this and extend it to there. I'm just going to put a little dot right there, so that I can extend this to my line and complete my triangle. Okay, so now I have my two triangles, and let's see how close I got them with a little bit of patty paper. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of error when you're hand drawing these, but I take my patty paper and I'm going to draw my triangle over here like I like I trace it like I drew it, and then I'll take it over here and I'll superimpose it, and I got pretty close, a little bit bigger than I had initially. Actually, it looks like I traced it wrong. Let me trace it a little bit closer here. Got a little bit hasty in my tracing. All right, so now let's take a look at it. All right, so it was pretty close with my tracing there. So from here, let me zoom out a little. Okay, so this is that's my tracing, and that is my original. So original and my duplicate. So not too bad for being hand drawn. So this one, so if I'm looking at these two angles, right, and I'm going to say that triangle, sorry, it's my stuff's wearing off because I'm dragging things all over it, right, and this is triangle. This was, again, if you don't remember, this was ABC, AB, C, A, B, C, and I'm going to say that this is X, Y, Z, right? So this and this angle match up, and then that side matches up. So this is angle, side. So you'd have to say that angle A is congruent with angle X, angle Y is congruent with angle B, and angle A, or side AB is congruent with side XY, and that would say that you have the side angle side congruent postulate is met. Therefore, triangle A B C is congruent to triangle X Y Z. Right, and again, remember, it matters what order you put the letters in. It has to be A to X, B to C, A to X, B to Y, and C to Z. Right? If you mix up that order, it doesn't work. Okay, I hope it makes sense. Next, we're gonna go to the next one is, I think I gotta check. Might be side angle side.